Welcome to GIFT's Tisha B'Av story time. A lot of the pictures we're going to be using are from the book Tell Me the Story of the Year, the 3 weeks. It's a beautiful book and I advise everyone to buy the book. Tisha B'Av is a very, very sad time. It's the saddest time of the Jewish year. And in the shuls, they sit on the floor on very low stools. And when they start davening, they do it to a tune. Na 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 na. Ya na 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 na. As you can tell by the tune, it's a very, very sad tune. And the lights are low and nobody's smiling. You're not even meant to say hello to each other on Tisha B'Av. It's really a very, very sad time. And a few other things we also are not allowed to do on Tisha B'Av as well. That on Tisha B'Av, we don't wear leather shoes. You can wear shoes like plimsolls or Crocs, but we don't wear leather shoes on Tisha B'Av. We also on Tisha B'Av, we don't have any showers, we don't wash. In fact, you're only meant to wash up to your knuckles. You're not meant to wash past your knuckles if you get dirty. Other things we also don't do on Tisha B'Av as well is we don't eat. Now, you children, you can eat, you're allowed to eat, but adults, mummy and daddy, they're not eating at all. So you've got to be especially kind to them on Tisha B'Av because, when you're not eating, it's not so easy. So you're not allowed to eat. Children are allowed to, but parents are not allowed to eat on Tisha B'Av. They're not allowed to drink on Tisha B'Av. And also, you're not allowed to wear perfume. I don't know if any of you wear perfume, but you're not allowed to have perfume on Tisha B'Av either, because it's a very sad day and the whole day is meant to be sad. Why are we so sad on Tisha B'Av? What happened on Tisha B'Av? Why? What's so bad about the day? Well, on Tisha B'Av is the day when we used to have a temple. We used to have a beautiful temple. We had actually a first temple called the Beit HaMikdash. Can you say Beit HaMikdash? We had the first Beit HaMikdash temple. We had a second Beit HaMikdash. And during the time with the temple, there was peace and things were great. All the Jews, it's kind of like having one massive shul. Everyone used to come 3 times a year. You would have to go to Jerusalem and you would go to the temple and you'll see all the Leviim, as you can see actually on the side. I'm not sure if you can just see on the side, all the Leviim, all the Levites, they would have musical instruments and they would start playing musical instruments, and anyone who was there was wowed by incredible, this beautiful, massive, amazing building, and seeing all the Jews from all around the world joining together. It was so beautiful. But unfortunately that temple got destroyed. So tonight we're going to do the story as to why did the temple get destroyed. Now there's a story behind it, and the story goes as follows. Once there was a man and he made a massive party. He was so excited. He wanted to invite everyone from everywhere. And there was food, more food than you could possibly ever imagine. If you wanted ice cream, obviously it was ice cream and jelly. That's obvious. But there was chicken and there was meat and there was fish. And he was ready to have the biggest party ever. And he said to his servant, I want you to invite my best friend. Who is my best friend? Kamsa. Oh, I really, really like Kamsa. Do me a favor. Send an invitation to Kamsa to be able to come to the party. And the servant said, sure, right away, boss, no problem. Now, the person who was making the party actually had someone who he really didn't like. This person he really didn't like was actually called Bar Kamsa. Now, Bar actually means son. Some people say actually it was Kamsa's son, Bar Kamsa, the son of Kamsa, who he didn't like. So he liked the daddy, but he didn't like the son. Interesting. He really liked the father, but didn't like the son. So he said to the servants, I want to invite, who was it, Kamsa or Bar Kamsa? Kamsa. Invite Kamsa to the meal. And the servant said, sure, I'll go to Kamsa's home. The servant went to Kamsa's home. And when he knocked on the door, he said, hello, I've got an invitation here. And who opened the door? Not Kamsa, but Bar Kamsa, the son, the one who the person really didn't like. And the messenger said, hi, I've got an envelope for you. And he opened it up and it said, you're invited to the party. And Bar Kamsa started thinking, I'm invited to the party of so-and-so. 1 minute, he doesn't like me. Why would he invite me to a party when he doesn't like me? Hey, Maybe he wants to say sorry. Maybe we're going to make up and be friends again. Oh, this is a great opportunity. Oh, wow. I thought I was thinking he doesn't like me. No, really, he actually likes me. Great. Thank you so much. And he put on his best clothes and he was really excited to go to the party. He went to the party. He started eating the food. He saw everything was there. He thought, this is great. This is brilliant. He got into it. But the host, as he was eating, he thought, 1 minute. Who's that in the... No. Is that Bar Kamsa? My enemy? The one whom I hate? What's he doing here? What? The nerve! He's eating, sitting down, eating in my party? The chutzpah! And he went over to Bar Kamsa. And Bar Kamsa said, hello! Thank you so much for inviting me. Oh, this is great. It's great. What do you mean invite? I never invited you. You did. I got the invitation. What invitation? I never invited you. I thought you invited me. I got an invite. That wasn't for you. I hate you. That was for your father. Get out now. And Bar Kamsa was so embarrassed. All of a sudden, everyone who was eating just stopped eating because they hearing this commotion. Was like, what's going on? I said, get out. And Bar Kamsa said, please, shh. Let's not make a scene. This is really embarrassing. I tell you what. Everything I'm eating, I'll pay for. Okay, but don't embarrass me, please. Shh, just keep it quiet. Don't tell me to keep quiet. It's my party over here. No one invited you. Get out. And Bar Kamsa said, please, this is so embarrassing. I tell you what, I will pay for everyone on this table. I'll pay for the meal, for the whole lot. Just please, don't embarrass me. I realize it was a mistake. I'm sorry, but please don't embarrass me. What do you not understand? When I say get out, I mean get out. Get out! He says, please. I'll tell you what. I will pay for half of this whole party. Half of everything. I'll pay for it. Just don't embarrass me. Are you deaf? Can you not hear what I'm saying? Did I not tell you? Get out. I hate you. I can't stand your guts. Get out now! Sheesh. This person was so rude. And Bar Kamsa was so embarrassed, he said, listen, okay, I will pay for the whole party. I'll pay for everything. Please, don't send me out. The host was not impressed. Guards, get him! And the guards came along and they picked up Bar Kamsa by the scruff of the neck and they chucked him out of the party. And Bar Kamsa had never been so embarrassed as an entire life. This was utterly, utterly embarrassing. He had never been insulted like this. And as he was walking home, he was crying and he thought, how could it be that he treated me like this? But then, from being sad, he actually became angry. 1 minute. There were a whole load of people there at that party, and no one stopped him from doing that to me. In fact, there were even rabbis there. And the rabbis never stopped him doing that. Why did the rabbis not stop the host being mean to me? You know what? I'm going to get them for that. I'm going to get that host. I'm going to get the rabbis. I'm going to actually get everybody. In fact, I'm really annoyed with all the Jews, even though I'm Jewish. I'm annoyed with all the Jews, and I'm going to show everybody that you don't embarrass me, because it's a horrible thing to do. And he did a terrible thing. Bar Kamsa was so upset, he went to Caesar. He went to the person who was running. The Romans at the time were in charge of the land. They allowed the temple. They allowed the Jews to have the Beit HaMikdash, the temple. But the Romans were in charge. And he went to the Roman in charge, Caesar, and he said to Caesar, Caesar, you know the Jews, oh, lovely people, great lovely people. They hate you. Nice joke. They hate me. I like that. You should be a comedian. Very funny. I'm not joking. They hate you. No, don't be silly. They love me. Caesar, me. They love me. What are you talking about? They hate you. Are you being serious here? I'm being serious. They don't like you. They hate you. Nah, it's not true. It is true, and I can prove it. Bring an offering in the temple. You know that anyone can bring an offering in a temple. Jew, non-Jew, anyone can bring an offering. Bring the offering
and see if they bring it. And if they don't bring it, it's because they hate you. And Caesar said, all right, I think you're wrong there, but fine, let's do that. You see, when the temple was around, it wasn't only Jews who actually brought offerings. Anybody, Jew, non-Jew, who wanted to bring an offering, they could also bring an offering in the temple. So the temple, the Beit HaMikdash, was good for non-Jews as well. So Bar Kamsa came up with a plan. Caesar gave a cow to Bar Kamsa, who was then going to take it and see, are they going to offer up the offering? Now, of course they would offer up the offering. They would offer up the offering for anybody. But Bar Kamsa did something very naughty. Bar Kamsa, he took the cow, and when no one was looking, it's a bit disgusting this, when no one was looking, he took a little knife and he cut the lip of a cow. Now in the temple, if you wanted to bring an offering, it had to be perfect. It had to have no cuts, no bruises, nothing broken. Even a cut on the lip would mean it's not kosher. But when it came to the Romans in their temple, when they used to have their offerings for their gods, if you were to have an animal with a little cut in the lip, it would still be what they would say kosher. You could still use it. So Bar Kamsa, when no one was looking, he made a cut in the cow's lip. And he brought the cow to the temple. And he said, I have this cow here from Caesar. He wants to make sure that this cow is going to be offered up. Please take a look at this perfect cow and offer it up. And the Jews said, sure, no problem. They looked at the cow. Uh-oh, it's got a cut on the lip. What are we going to do? And then they got into a bit of an argument. I don't know. Maybe we should offer it up. But you can't offer it up. How can you offer it up? It's got a cut on it. I know, but we're going to get in trouble if we don't do that. If we don't, I know. How about we stop Bar Kamsa doing it? You can't do that. In the end, they realized there's nothing else to do. We're going to have to not offer it up. They said, we can't offer up the offering. There's a problem with it. The message got back to Caesar. Caesar, they didn't offer up your animal. I told you the Jews didn't like you. Caesar got furious. He got so annoyed, he decided, that's it. We're going to destroy the temple. If that's how the Jews are going to behave, if they're not going to offer up my cow, that's it. No more temple. And the Romans came, and the Romans ultimately destroyed the temple. It took a long time to destroy the temple. It wasn't an easy thing to do. But ultimately, they set fire to the temple. They destroyed everything. The whole beautiful temple around was utterly destroyed. And they took all the things out of the temple and they stole all the items. Can you see in that picture what's this thing? The menorah. They took the menorah and they took all the bowls and all the vessels and all the things they used. They took it out of the temple after destroying this. All because there was one person who was upset because he had been treated badly during the meal. When they took all these things, they decided they're going to take all the stuff from the temple and take it to Rome. And they stuck all their stuff and they put it inside the ship. And the person who was in charge of conquering and destroying the temple was called Titus, or Titus in Hebrew. Can you say Titus? Titus. Can you say Titus? Titus. Titus? Titus. 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 Titus was a bad man. He was a really, really bad man. And he was so full of himself. He's like, look at me. I'm so great. I'm so powerful. I'm so amazing. I beat the Jewish God. No, couscous. The Jewish God can't stop me. I managed to destroy the temple. He was very big-headed. He took all the stuff in a boat and he was going to take it to Rome. And when he was going to take it to Rome, Hashem got angry and he made a terrible storm. And the boat was starting to rock here and there and everything, and the whole boat was about to actually drown. And Titus shouted out to Hashem something so chutzpahdik. He said, "Ha! God, the only way you can get me is at sea. That's right. You meet me on dry land and I'll show you who's boss, God." How could he do such a thing like that? Come on, God. Come on. Man oh man, man oh man, man oh man, when we get to land, don't cry. I know, that's right. When you destroyed the whole world, it was with a flood. When you killed the Egyptians, it was with the sea splitting, and then, you can only beat me at water. I like to see you fight me on land. Chutzpah. So Hashem said, fine, we'll do it your way. And the storm stopped. When they finally arrived in Rome, Hashem said, you know what, I'm going to get just my smallest of small creatures, a little gnat, a little fly, which is going to take you on. And a fly came to Titus, and it went up his nose. Ew. It went up his nose. Okay. And then, from that day on, Titus, he started getting headaches. And he started getting really, really bad headaches. Ow, ow. He found, actually, that the only thing which stopped the owing, that the hurt, is that if someone had a hammer and started banging with a hammer, bang, 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 every bang, the gnat, the little fly, would stop doing what it's doing. So he would actually get someone to be able to start banging, bang, bang. And he got some Jews who were slaves, because they took the slaves from Jerusalem to take them to Rome. And he said to someone banging a hammer, I'm not going to pay you any money for this. You're going to bang because you seeing me upset is going to make you happy. And they started banging, banging, and he was in pain forevermore. When he died, they wanted to see what this was. Why was he in pain? And they, a bit disgusting here, they opened up his head. Ew. They opened up his head and they found that the little fly became a big bird. It started eating up his whole brain. Yuck, 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 yuck. Now when Titus, when he took all the stuff from Jerusalem and he put it all in a boat, he took it to Rome, there was a great celebration. The Jews are beaten, the Jews are beaten. Yeah! We won! We won! We won! We won! Ole! Ole! And they decided they're going to build a great big arch known as Titus's Arch. And this arch was to celebrate that they managed to destroy the temple. Do you know that that arch is even around today? Today, you can even still see that arch from all that time ago. I'll show you a picture now. Here. This is a picture of Titus's arch. And the whole thing is celebrating that we managed to beat the Jews. We destroyed the temple. And if you actually have a look close in it, I'll show you another picture here. What can you see on the side? What is this picture? Can you see? Look closely. What can you see there? Can you notice something? What are they carrying? We'll make it even blow it up for you. That's right. The menorah. They have on this arch celebrating that we stole the menorah. We managed to steal all these things from you. And this arch was created, which is still here nowadays, celebrating that the temple is destroyed. And the question is, how could they destroy the temple? How could they do that? How could Hashem allow it? And the answer really is that for them to be able to destroy the temple, the beautiful temple we had beforehand, which was a place where it could bring peace to the world, is because we started arguing. It all started because we were fighting. Because we were fighting amongst ourselves, that gave the Romans the power to be able to destroy the temple. If we were always being kind to each other, if we were always being giving to each other, then the Romans would never ever be able to destroy the temple. It's only because we started fighting amongst ourselves that gave them the ability to destroy the temple. But you know the way that we can rebuild the temple? If we were to be kind to each other, if we were to be kind to our brothers, sisters, to mummy, daddy, to our teachers, people at school, if we start being kind, every kindness we do rebuilds the temple. And please God, this should be the last year that we have the sad Tisha B'Av. And next year, if we're all really kind to each other, please God, we should have a brand new Beit HaMikdash, a brand new temple. But this temple, the third temple, will last forever. All the best.